Hang out our banners on the outward walls, cry it still, they come our castle, strength will laugh as siege to scorn. Here let them lie till fame and the rouge eat them up, where they're not forced with those that should be cursed. We might have met them dreadful beard to beard and beat them the backward home. What is that noise?
It is a cry of woman, my good lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fear. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fellow of hair would at Daimel trees ruse, and stir as little where in't I have supped full with horrors derrieres, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me.
The queen, my lord, she's dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this pity pace, from day to day to the last syllable of record time, and all our yesterdays have lightened tools the way to dusty death. Out, bright candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that stirs and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fear. Thou comes to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I shall come that which I report I say I saw, but none knows how to do it.
Then say, sir.
As I did my watch upon the hill, I looked towards Birmingham, and anon, methought the woods began to move.
Liar and slave.
Let me endure your wrath. If be not so, within this 3 miles, may you see it coming. I say, a moving grave.
If thou speakest false, upon the next tree thou shalt hang alive. Till fame cling thee, if thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much. I pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equivation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane, and now Wood comes toward Dunsinane. Arm, and out. If this which he avouches does appear, there's no flying nor tearing here. I gin to be aweary of the sun, and wish the estates o' thy world were none undone. Ring the alarm bell, blow wind come rack, and let's we'll die with harness on our back. Why should I play the Roman fool and die on my own sword, whilst I see lives, the gashes do better upon them? Turn, hellhound, turn. Of all men else I have avoided thee. Get thee back, my soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words, my voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor. Thou losest labor as easy as mayest thou the entrenched ere come. With thy king's sword impress me as make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crest. I've lived a charmful life, which must not yield to one who is born of woman.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it that called the better part of man. And being the juggling fiends no more believe that palter with us in a double sense, that kept the word of promise to our ear and break it to our hope. I will not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and like to be show and the gaze the time we have thee, as our rare monsters are painted on a pole, and under writ here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to thee to kiss the ground before young Macduff's feet, and to be baited will the rebels curse through Burnham Wood become to Dunsinane, and then opposed beings of no woman.
I would the friends we missed were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see so great, as day as this is so cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid his soldiers debt. He only lived but to be a man.
Then he is dead?
Aye, and bought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, then it had no end.
Had his hurt before?
Aye, on the front.
Had I had as many sons as I have hairs, I would have not wished them to a fairer death, and to this Nell is nulled.
He's worth more for that, and that I'll spend for him.
He is worth no more. They said he parted well, and paid his score, and so gold be with him, her newer comfort.
Hail King, for so thou art, behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head, the time is free. I see the compass with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail King of Scotland!
Hail King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with our several loves, and make us, even with you, my thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland, in such an honoured name. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad, that fled snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought by self and violent hands, that took off her life, this and what needful else, that calls upon us by grace of grace. We will perform in measure, time and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.